Welcome to the second part of this Cyber-Cognition video, titled The Legal Framework of Content Moderation. Previously, we discussed Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act and the First Amendment as two significant legal frameworks that shape content moderation practices, but specific case law has also played an important role in shaping the legal landscape.
One landmark case that has had a significant impact on content moderation practices is the 1997 decision in Stratton Oakmont, Incorporated versus Prodigy Services Company. In this case, the court held that the online platform Prodigy Services Company could be held liable for defamatory statements made by its users because it exercised editorial control over user-generated content. This ruling led to concerns that online platforms would be held liable for all user-generated content and led to the passage of Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act.
More recently, courts have grappled with issues related to content moderation practices and the First Amendment. In 2017, the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a lower court's decision that a county government's social media page was a public forum and that the government could not delete comments or block users based on their viewpoints. This ruling has significant implications for government social media accounts and the extent to which public officials can regulate speech on these platforms.
One case that supports the protections provided by Section 230 is Zarin versus America Online. In this case, the plaintiff sued America Online after someone posted defamatory messages about him on an America Online message board. The court held that Section 230 provided America Online with immunity from liability for the content posted by a third party, even though the content was defamatory. The court reasoned that holding America Online responsible for third-party content would undermine the purpose of Section 230, which is to encourage the development of the internet and free speech. Another case that provides some support for Section 230 is Doe versus Backpage.com. In this case, the plaintiff sued the online classifieds website Backpage, claiming that the site knowingly facilitated sex trafficking. The court held that Section 230 provided immunity to Backpage for the third-party content posted on its site, including ads that were alleged to be related to sex trafficking. The court reasoned that Section 230 preempts any state law claims that would hold Backpage responsible for third-party content.
However, there have also been cases that suggest potential conflicts between Section 230 and the Bill of Rights. For example, in Packingham versus North Carolina, the Supreme Court struck down a state law that prohibited convicted sex offenders from accessing social media sites. The court held that the law violated the First Amendment right to free speech, noting that social media has become a vital forum for speech and expression in the modern era. Although Packingham did not specifically address Section 230, some legal commentators have suggested that the decision could be read as conflicting with the protections provided by Section 230. This argument is based on the interpretation that the law at issue in Packingham aimed to regulate access to online platforms rather than the content posted.
Overall, the relationship between Section 230 and the Bill of Rights is a complex and evolving issue that will continue to be shaped by new cases and legal developments. While some cases have provided support for the protections provided by Section 230, others suggest that there may be potential conflicts between Section 230 and important constitutional values such as free speech and due process.
Another notable case is the 2020 decision in Knight First Amendment Institute versus Trump, which involved the Twitter account of then-President Donald Trump. The court held that Trump's Twitter account was a public forum and that he could not block users based on their viewpoints. This ruling has implications for private entities that operate online platforms and whether they can regulate speech on those platforms. Additionally, state laws related to online content moderation have also faced legal challenges. For example, in 2018, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals struck down a California law that required online platforms to remove certain content upon request, ruling that the law violated the First Amendment.
These cases illustrate the complex and evolving nature of the legal landscape related to online content moderation. While Section 230 and the First Amendment provide important legal frameworks, courts have also played a significant role in shaping the legal landscape through case law and precedent. As content moderation practices continue to evolve, it is likely that courts will continue to grapple with issues related to free speech, censorship, and liability. That concludes this video in the Cyber-Cognition series on content moderation. In the next video, we will discuss challenges and limitations of human content moderation. Take control, be your own agent of change.